Hello, 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 and welcome to the Mother Tressa channel. We are here. I am breaking up the videos for the snapshot. This is still going to be from, well, today's the 11th, so we'll do the 11th through the 18th of August, which I did not explain in the prior video I uploaded, but everybody kind of gets the point, right? I'm breaking it up because doing it as one conglomerated video is pretty long and I don't foresee everybody really watching the video, so I'm doing it by the elements. And here we are in Earth. Do keep in mind though that though your sun may be in Virgo, in Capricorn, or in Taurus, that you are comprised of all 12 signs, and each video is going to resonate differently for you, okay, depending on what's happening in that area of your life, depending on where the placement lies within your personal chart, okay? So do watch this video, but do watch the other three that I will also upload with the fire signs and the air signs and the water signs, okay? But here we go. We're gonna start off with Virgos. We are coming into your season soon. I'm interested to see how I embody the energy, the earth sign energy. But look what you guys have, Virgos. You have the Ace of Cups. This is all about self-love, okay? This is all about beauty, concepts of beauty, okay? The beauty of life, the beauty of emotion and feelings and vulnerabilities and being sensitive and what that shows you, and how that liberates you, okay? This is all about potentially welcoming new life. Some of you guys may have given birth, and congratulations. Some of you guys are now just in a space where after being single, if you've been single for a while, you are open to the ideas of love and companionship. This is just that first initial feeling of like, it would be nice to have somebody. Or you see a couple on a date, you see them exchanging public displays of affection, and that touches you, and it's something that you desire if you don't have it in your life yet, and you're now at a point where you are mature enough or where you have healed enough to where you are open again to the idea of dating somebody. If you're already in love, the love feels fresh. You're already in a partnership, things are going well, they are as good as they have ever been. It's kind of like you still haven't left the honeymoon phase with this person. You are still head over heels in love with this person. They still feel the same way with you, but you're holding on to something that you treasure, okay, that you hold very near and dear to you. It's not something that you, what is that called? I guess that you take advantage of. You still go on dates with this person. You still send them loving text messages when they don't expect it. You put like sticky notes in their lunch boxes. Like, you're still doing sweet things for your person. If this is in matters of career, you have fresh eyes. You are rejuvenated after this weekend, right? Maybe you took a little hiatus and you went somewhere tropical, or you went somewhere by water, or you did something that was meditative, because Cups energy is really more about spirituality. So you were able to be attuned from Friday, Saturday, and today enough to where you are now able to, again, go into your business with fresh eyes, with more insight. Maybe you got some spiritual guidance, or this is just being in a better mood. But that is what is coming up for you guys through this week. But again, energy is fluid, so it may have already come or it may still be on its way. You guys have faith though, and you have hope, and that is being restored, okay? Those feelings are being restored, if nothing else, that is of a romantic nature than just your own hope and faith in life itself and the way that things can turn around. As you've been on this journey for a while now, and you see that it's just an ebb and flow, right? Which you can also expect with water, as the tide, after the tide comes in and then it recedes back out, like that's expected. That's also in life. Things are tumultuous for a little bit, seems like it's never going to get better, then you plateau, and then before you know it, breakthrough, blessings, and you are on your way to victory, and everything feels good, and it's a rush, and it's exciting, and it's exhilarating, and it's all of those things, and then you start to go up that uphill trek again, where it's like, okay, now I have to put a little bit more energy into these facets of my life that are needing them right now. Some things may be challenging, some things may be changing. It can be your profession, and what you are divinely inspired to do, what your soul came here to do with that cup's energy, and you're realizing that. And it's a good feeling because you're not holding on to the perceived idea of stability that came from whatever you may have walked away from on a professional level. There's just a very light and easiness to you guys this week, taking things easy. Who we have? Capricorn. Capricorn, you have the Three of Wands. This is making something out of nothing. Now, this can be positive, negative, or neutral, however you decide to interpret what it is that I am saying to you guys. But this is alchemy, okay? This is also putting in the work, right, to reap the benefits. Because so we have the Ace of Cups from Virgo. Okay, and that's kind of like the initiation of something before it materializes in the Two. And then once you have it in the Two, it's like, how can the two rub together to make three, right? So that's the energy that you guys are in, but from a Wands aspect. So it's very action driven. So this can be about projects. This can be about what you're doing with your hands, okay? And the type of business that you may be working into with that, or that you may be working in with that. This can be very playful, flirtatious energy if this is about a person. And so, again, you had a desire to have love in your life. You met someone. Now it's like, okay, going on dates, taking that action now that you have it, to see what you can do with it, to see how far you can go with this person. Okay, so again, going on dates, taking trips, speaking on the phone, them doing this with you as well. But this is all about cooperative energy. Again, things are good right now. Now, for some of you guys, it's the other end of the spectrum where you feel like there's a tug of war between you and this person. And it's all around the concepts of pride and ego. Coming from the fire signs video that did come up. Okay, you can't go into a relationship trying to have the upper hand or trying to always be in control. It's going to backfire eventually, okay? It's going to be self-serving. It's going to feel one-sided. And I feel like a lot of you guys are tussling with that with somebody, and you're trying to get them to see it and they're not seeing it. So maybe at this point you are trying to decide if this is something worth working on, right? Great love is worth working for and waiting on, but that person has to, they can't, how am I trying to articulate that? There are some people that want you to really go above and beyond for their love before they give love to you, and you can't do that, right? There are some people that want you to oh, okay, sorry, I got a text message. They want you to do a whole lot of everything, but they give a whole little. They don't do anything. They don't do shit in return, okay? And so it's like you're trying to fight for validation and acceptance, and you're trying to fight for love and passion out of this person, and it feels like pulling teeth, and it feels like you have to pull so much out of this person, and they're not budging, but they find enjoyment in seeing you try so hard. That's what I'm saying. That is, not only is that traumatizing, but that's just wrong on so many levels, okay? That is beyond manipulative. That is beyond, it starts with a D. Beyond demanding, beyond a lot of things. It's just fucked up. So if that's how you feel in a relationship, it's not going to work out, because you're always going to have to put a lot in, and you're going to find yourself becoming physically exhausted here. Some of you guys are a little bit distracted. I'm also getting that. Excuse me. Whoa, come on, shirt. But some of you guys are definitely feeling distracted this month because you just have a lot going on. You're trying to get things organized. So just make sure that you are prioritizing the things that don't ask so much of you. Okay, put those things first. Put your self-esteem first. If you feel like somebody's playing with you or just trying to get a rise out of you with this energy here, because this can turn into agitated energy. This can turn into like arguments and stuff like that, right? If you feel like somebody's trying to get a rise out of you, put yourself in a higher space, in a higher place vibrationally. Put yourself somewhere where they can't touch you. They can't see you. They don't have access to you here. All right? That's what's coming through for you Capricorns. Now, what is up with the Tauruses? Whoa. Okay, Taurus, too many cards. Ace of Wands, Seven of Coins, and the Ten of Swords. So again, that's some, what do we call that? Lingering energy that came through from the fire sign reading. But you guys also have the Six of Cups. So here's the thing. All right, with that energy, okay, you guys are like, fuck it at this point with something or someone in your life. Fuck it. If it's not gonna work, I'm not even finna stress myself out about it. I can't continue to play and replay the scenario in my mind and wish that it had gone differently because it's already happened. Like there's nothing else that you can do but move forward. However, I feel like there is some type of emotional attachment to this person because in spite of you knowing that it's just not meant to go any further than where it's gone, right? That the season has expired. You are now moving into something else. You have outgrown this person, place, or thing. You still have like some sort of, what is that called? You're still reminiscing about it, right? There's still a fondness for it. There's still like that, oh, but like maybe, you know, like maybe it's just the wrong timing and maybe it'll happen later. Like, you know, I wonder what this person is up to. I wonder if they're still thinking about me. I wonder if they still feel the same about me, even though I know that when we're together, it's nothing but drama. It's nothing but them caring about themselves with that Ace of Wands that wanted to come out, right? That's all that they care about. And so I don't have a place in their life, yet I want to kind of put myself in their life and I want them to see how good this connection really is from my vantage point, but like, let it go. It's not working, or somebody's doing this with you, just thinking of good things about you, but it's like, it never works when you guys are actually together. It's only ever good when you're dreaming about this person, daydreaming about this person, or just fantasizing about this person. That's the only time that you see the situation going where it's supposed to go. But then you get into it and there's nothing but blockages and halts and all these breaks and miscommunications and, you know, like, just words being exchanged that then will turn into the Three of Swords because you can't take them back once you've said them. Like there's just so much that has gone on. And it's like, God damn, is it really worth it to really hold on to something that isn't growing for you with that Seven of Coins energy? Is it really worth it? You guys, like, come on. Like either they're going to get their shit together or they're not. But if the pattern has shown itself to be, like with that Ten of Swords energy, that's what keeps coming up, that word pattern. If the pattern has shown you over time, consistently over time, more than this person's actions or words ever did, that there is no real intention for there to be anything more than what it was, right? More than the situationship that it was, more than the fun that it was, that moment that it was with that Ace of Wands energy, okay? More than just the physical attraction or the sexual desire for that person and wanting to feel in that way. If it's just proven to be more so that than anything else, then come on. Go with the pattern. Understand the pattern so that you can understand people. People are really predictable. You can really gauge what the next person's move is going to be if you are observant enough. Okay, so this is getting out of that place of wanting to reminisce about the good times, okay? Let them go. There are more good times to come. All right? Don't put yourself in a situation where you are wrapped up in the illusion of somebody or the illusion of a job, because the 6 is Virgo's house. So the 6 is all about, I see Virgos as being the perfectionists, okay? The 6 is all about the quality of things over the quantity of things and being very methodical, right? That is what you can expect out of a Virgo or Virgo energy. That is what it brings to you should you embody it, all right? And being very thorough, okay? There's a certain sense of calculated, I want to say calculatedness, but I don't even know if that's a word. But Virgos are calculated. They move with intention, okay? Which is why they move so slowly, because they want to have thought everything over well enough to avoid making careless mistakes here. So maybe that is what's coming up in your life. But again, carefully think about this person, and you can't just be caught up in the fantasy of the good things if you know that the bad outweighed the good. Okay? Some of you guys are having those flashbacks. Somebody's having flashbacks about you guys. There's nothing really wrong with that. But at the end of the day, if they're not going to do anything with their desire, and it's not going to be transformed, and it's not going to mature into something that has more longevity, I wouldn't, not in this season. Don't waste your time. All right? I feel like a lot of people have gotten tired of being given the bare minimum when they are giving so much. And though you give of the heart, right? And you give generously of the heart, and you don't expect anything in return, at the same time, in your observations of these different experiences that you're having with these different people, you can see where you are being depleted, and you can see where you are being given something in return. Like, scratch my back and I'll scratch yours to some degree. Like, there are certain conditions with it. Now, if I go and buy you a Rolls Royce, I'm not asking for you to then turn around and do that for me. But like, if you're in the store and you know that I talk about roses, right? Roses are my favorite type of flower. And you can easily go into the store and buy yourself your favorite candy, but you can't grab me not even a single rose. Come on. That's not thoughtful. How are you showing your appreciation again for me, in return for me in other ways? It may not be financially, it may be spiritually. Okay, it may be, what's the other way? It may be emotionally, all right? It doesn't always have to be on a physical level and somebody needing to shower you with gifts, but you do also want to feel adored, and you want to feel desired past the initial like physical attraction, okay? There needs to be more depth there. And if you don't feel that, and again, it doesn't have to be with a person, but if you don't feel that even in your job, in your profession, because the 6, there we go, let's tie it back in. The 6 is about the small jobs that you have to, I guess, work before you get into something like the 10 can bring you as you're growing into your profession. You're having to work these different jobs, but be sure that you're applying for these different jobs that can help refine the skills or develop the skills that you need in order to be in that position that you want to be in on a career front. Okay, so these can be like just like day-to-day jobs. It's not a career. So you may be working those things, but again, you're having to realize like, hey, if this isn't really showing me what I need or giving me what I need emotionally, then cut ties with it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with walking away and starting over. The only thing that holds you back is your perception of that and what that means for you. But you're not starting over and going all the way to the bottom, because you have knowledge, you have wisdom, okay, which also comes through the 6. So you understand better, so you do better. So you're not going to go all the way back to the bottom unless you decide to go back asleep, right? Unless you decide that you no longer want to be consciously aware of yourself and those in your environment and what's happening. You can choose that. And then, yeah, you'll go all the way back to the bottom. But it's like there's progression levels. There's levels to this shit. Just like when you see with the Knight of Wands and stuff like that, you have to consistently be climbing up a ladder and aspiring to be better than where you currently reside. Not that you're not content with where you are, but you know that's not all that you can do. Okay? You know that that's not all there is to life in this job. You know that they aren't the only ones who can help you, especially if there's been some sense of stagnancy, or there's been some sense of selfishness, or some sense of when people try to demand things. Like, I'm trying to think like in the workplace setting. It's not micromanaging, but it's kind of like when they are abusing their power, right? Their authoritative power, and they want to make you feel small or make you feel like you're not good enough. You can start your own fucking job. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need them at all. There is no job security anyway. So don't feel like you owe so much to somebody, and you feel with concepts of loyalty, you feel like you have to be there because they gave you a chance. Like, yeah, they gave you a chance, but they didn't really train you up once they gave you the chance. They kind of just threw you to the wolves and expected you to swim on your own. But there still has to be some certain level of guidance. If you aren't, again, taking accountability for your part and doing it on your own to get better, you have to. But that is something that is also supposed to come from a job. So if you're not getting what you need from that job, then cut ties with it. That's all I have to say about that. You ain't tripping. You ain't tripping. It's okay to miss somebody. It's okay to miss who you thought they were, right? It's okay to miss what you thought would happen with that person. But that's why you don't go into things looking into the potentiality of it. Don't see the potential of a job. Don't see the potential of a person. See who they are, right? Accept who they are, and accept that there are some things that just won't change despite you wanting to give that opportunity and give that room for change to happen, right? Not everybody's going to be willing. So, and you can't force somebody to do their part. Nothing should feel forced. There should be a certain flow. There should be a certain ease with the way that things happen for you when it's truly meant for you. So don't obsess over things that have not gone well. Again, have that wisdom so that you know going into the next situation what to avoid. You're more observant and more readily alert of these red flags, and you're not going to sacrifice that was itching. You're not going to sacrifice you for it. Okay? So that's what's coming through for you earth signs. If this video resonated, give me a thumbs up. Share this with your friends and family. Do subscribe for more. And if you want to book a reading with me, I will leave my email in the description box. There's a lot, geez, that's going on with me. But if you want to book with me, you can hit me up. I will leave my email in the description box where it's always been, for your discretion. Now, if you don't book with me and I don't hear from you in the comment section below, no harm, no foul. I'm not offended, but do definitely take care of yourself and your soul until you hear from me again, all right? Ciao.